Weakness to Common Disease is a spell that does not have many uses, but you may still be glad that it exists. Firstly, a 100% weakness to Common Disease for 1 second on self costs 20 magicka. This may seem cheap, but you'll probably want a high magnitude and a high duration, which will make it significantly more expensive. For example, 100% weakness to Common Disease for 10 seconds already costs 110 magicka, which is quite significant and difficult to cast at low destruction. But you probably won't need to cast it many times, because for the most part the spell is not very useful. You probably don't actually want to get a Common Disease, because all they do is drain your stats and lower NPC disposition, because mortals apparently don't like being near diseased creatures. And while NPCs can get infected by a disease, it's probably much easier to just use damage attribute to get the same effect with much less trouble. Still, you could hypothetically make a build that has you get infected by every common disease known to man, and then spread this affliction to all of your enemies. It's just that no Morrowind disease, no matter how bad, will actually kill your enemy, and the process of infecting them is going to be fiddly and annoying. And there's no obvious sign that you've actually infected them, and you can't check their status effect either. So, as fun as that sounds, I don't think the idea is very workable in practice. Also, blight diseases are not affected by weakness to common disease, and there is no weakness to blight disease actually available in-game. However, there are 2 diseases that you might want to actually get, and those are the diseases that give you vampirism or lycanthropy. The vampirism disease is called porphyric hemophilia, and the other one is Seneus lupinus. Some races have a resistance to common disease, which may make it harder to get infected by a vampire. And during a certain point in the main quest, you will always become immune to common disease. So if you want to become a vampire after that point, you will need weakness to common disease. By the way, you can see this video if you want to know about the advantages and disadvantages of vampirism in Morrowind. The spell is more important for vampirism than it is for lycanthropy. This is because you are actually scripted to become infected by a werewolf during the Blood Moon main quest, when the Skull village gets attacked. It happens regardless of your resistance. And the Ring of Hercine also exists. By the way, if you want to catch a disease, you can either get it from melee combat, or you can kill the vampire and repeatedly search their body. I recommend searching the inventory. It'll probably go quicker and you won't need to recast the spell so many times. If you want to know why Drain Magicka is so terrible in Morrowind, see this video next. There is no weakness to disease in either Oblivion or Skyrim, and it probably only exists in Morrowind to allow you to become a vampire after curing corpus. Thank you for watching.